we have a little bit of controversy over on Twitter. It starts with an artist who did a little bit of fan art from Bridgerton. It was a fan art of Francesca Bridgerton and Michaela Sterling. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But it started getting a little bit dramatic because, well, it's really suspicious. So let's head over to Twitter and look at it. By the way, if you're new here, please subscribe or else. So it's this piece of art in quotation, and it's made by Jess. Now, when we look at Jess's profile, it's kind of funny because it seems like this person is just doing some shit, right? So they got 219 followers, 116 following. And then when you go down, it's just, you know what I mean? Like they just started February, or I don't even know when they first started. Either way, they only just started it. Let's see. Oh yeah, April 2026. Now obviously this got community noted. And why did it get community noted? Well, let's go look over it. Let's go look it over. Is this real art? So he says, no, it's AI. Process layers were shared that makes no sense, exposing it being AI generated. So let's look at those images. All right, so as we look at this looks traced to me. There's just a lot of, I don't know, when we look over here, we're gonna zoom in. When I see this, I feel like a lot of people don't have this. Digital artists don't do this. Like, why are you making a clipping mask to this layer down here? Why is this here? You know what I think it is? You know what I think? Oh, you know what I think they're doing? Oh, I see. Okay. So they have a sketch, right? We can't see all the layers. But this right here, I believe if this is clipped to this to stay in the lines so they don't go outside the lines, and they're tracing just over everything and erasing around it. So I believe that this right here is probably the original AI whatever that they traced from. I wish I could see more of that one because you can't even, they don't have the faces on here. So they traced over the general shape of all of this and then started, like, I just don't understand this. Why would you do it like this? This has to be the original and then this is on top. Or you know what? Maybe they just traced it and then just started doing some shit to make it look like the layers go together. They're like, you know what, I'm just gonna add a clipping mask. I don't know what the fuck that does, but why not? Let's just make it a clipping mask because this would be inside of this, so it doesn't matter if it's clipped to it, right? But overall, as you kind of inspect over this, like these just kind of don't mean anything. And I swear to God, if I hear a but Nimbus, I do that, you know that I'm talking about this person. I better not see no but Nemesis in the chat or in the comments. So let's look at the colored version because I'm interested in seeing what they've done with that. All right, so we're back on that. All right, let's go in and let's see what they got here. So, okay, bro, what is this workflow? Like, the thing is like, I've seen, okay, so I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt. Just hear me out, hold on. Here's the benefit of the doubt. I know that there are some oil painters who are artists that do not understand how to do digital art. So they apply all of the same tactics to doing digital art as they did physical art. And because some of their processes are really focused on just doing the general shapes of everything and then painting over those things because the general shape is just really what matters, not everything else. It could be that because they don't really understand that doing digital art is different because they're essentially copying. And I'm not trying to be shitty, but a lot of the oil painters and some of the traditional artists, they forewent learning how to do some of the fundamentals, and what they're really good at is copying what they see. And if this is I'm going to copy what I see situation, that's why I believe that it might look like that. So because they have the sketch on top, but it's like almost invisible. And then at the same time, they're coloring below, but it's clearly, I don't know. Because what I'm seeing here, because when I look down here at this right here, do you see this one? This feels like they are painting by numbers. And I know that oil painters also do this a little bit. I'm not saying they're painting by numbers, but I'm saying that they're painting in spaces and around. But at the same time, like, I just feel like this is not what a person that could draw and do oil painting. I just can't. I feel like there's just too much going on here that I'm just not believing. Like, it's just so muddy, and it looks like a vector. It looks like a vectorized image, because I feel like they're just grabbing sections and coloring in versus knowing what those areas need to be. Like, you see right here, like I feel like this would be like, this is sloppy. You see it, like this part, this what I have my circle around, this feels sloppy to me. I want to look at the original again. Okay, so when I see this, it feels like they're trying to imitate what it's like to paint on a canvas, but at the same time, ooh, this looks like shit, bro. Like, do you see what I mean? Like, it's hard to tell, because when I see this is like an attempt to do something, and the same with this. But I would have to see. I mean, clearly, this could be a ChatGPT image, or some other kind of image, or it could be a painter. But the thing is the account. Like, there's nothing on this account that says to me that this person's an artist. They just joined at random, and suddenly they post this, and then what? And then what? This is it? They were trying to get clout? It's just my spidey senses are saying this person wanted clout. They wanted to post this image. They went and they downloaded Ibis Paint. They had to show their process because no one's going to believe them. They did random shit to try to make a process, posted that up, got caught, and then deleted it. And I did want to say, if you're enjoying my content, please head over to my Patreon to see my writing and my full res art. I also wanted to talk to you guys for 1 second before we get back to seeing the silly comments about, I have an idea of doing a sort of like a podcast on this channel where I'm going to talk to artists and maybe some AI bros, and like give my own like hard critique of their projects or something like that. Tell me what you guys think in the comments, and let's get back to it. Okay, so I want to read the note real quick, and it says, this picture is AI generated. The user/prompter posted their layers in an attempt to prove that they made it. However, the layers shown make absolutely no sense to anyone who does digital art. This was done in an attempt to deceive both their followers and the art community, which is obviously true. So these comments are actually really funny. It says, you busy asking ChatGPT how to respond to these AI slop allegations? AI slop like this is built off stolen work from real artists joined in 2026. Can you show the layers on the program you used to make this, or any sort of proof before we gag? Girl, streets saying that this is AI, and you need to say for yourself, holy AI, shameful to claim to be an artist of this painting. I mean, when you look at it's hard to beat them allegations. It's hard to beat them allegations. Someone's like, I genuinely don't see what's wrong. Am I cooked? Oh, share the time lapse. Ooh, I would love to see the time lapse. Hey, delete this thing. This is AI. Please say this ain't AI twin. Is this AI? I'm sure what's his name got tagged in this at some point. Oh my god, look. The old comments are like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. This is amazing. It's gorgeous. But we got to see them quote retweets. AI just screaming to be let out. Ooh, what the fuck is going on here? And then obviously this account, I want to see what his, oh, look. I just noticed this too. How can someone trace over an image and then make mistakes even more obvious? Whose foot is that? What? Wait, what? Oh, whose foot is that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't even see that. I just saw the other issues. The funniest comment are the AI bros pretending they have a decade of digital art experience, saying that it's not AI. This is probably the worst attempt at faking layers I've seen. It's not even remotely coherent. So I'm not going to check it to see what I think it is, but I believe that it's probably Gemini, or it's the new ChatGPT. The reason why I say it's Gemini is the side profile, the faces. The faces are giving something. I don't know what it is that they're giving, but they're definitely giving something. I know this is a short video compared to my other ones, and I wanted to thank you guys for coming, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out. Also, subscribe, or else.